Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to an episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Wednesday. Hope you are doing well. Hope you've had a great start to the week this week and are possibly going to finish up here before Independence Day. And I am excited for you. If you do get to have a long weekend, take time, celebrate, and look back on why we are off and why we are having a holiday. It's not something that everyone in the world gets to have, and I think that we should look back on that and remember it. I'd be the first one to tell you I'm not a history buff, but I do respect and want to make sure that we continue to acknowledge how we got here, why we're here, and why we're still able to operate and own our own businesses, grow our own businesses, and change our own futures today. And a lot of that, if not all of that, comes back to July the 4th, 1776, when we declared independence from the other side of the world and decided to make our own life over here in the U.S. And so I'm excited for it. I hope that you all get to actually, like I said, spend some time and acknowledge and sit back and relax and just remember why. Because you should enjoy it. You should be able to actually just acknowledge and spend time with their family, because that is what the founding fathers were doing. That was their whole purpose, was to be able to set ourselves apart, create our own nation, and make sure that we are a nation that can stand the test of time. And so I am very appreciative if you have had anyone who has served or given their life in the service for our country. Thank you to you and the sacrifice that your family made. And if you have served and are still living and listening to this show, thank you as well. We actually have a veteran on our staff. We'll probably be getting something for him because there's Veterans Day, there's Memorial Day, there's Independence Day. But, even though he wasn't there on Independence Day, it's still just he went in and has served in the ability for us to be free and to maintain that freedom. And so we want to acknowledge that and appreciate it. So that is what we got this week. We got a short week. We're trying to finish 75 to 80 properties in the span of 3 days, as well as finish up our landscape install from last week and a few tidy ups on some other stuff. So guys are rocking and rolling on that. We laid some sod today out there, and mulch is going in. We got a little bit of sod left, like a little tiny bit. And then we're cleaning up and getting out of there. So Wednesday today, when you're listening, we will have just some odds and ends. You got to touch up another job, lay some sod out there to just touch up. And then we'll be heading into the weekend and prepping for an extremely busy next couple weeks. We are extremely booked. We're booked. Extremely booked is relative. For our size company and the way that we've grown and are growing, we're in a good spot. We are booked solid through July into the beginning weeks of August, and we're already looking at Christmas lights. Like, people in our area that do it, our competitors are already advertising, already putting stuff on Facebook. I'm not far behind. Ours will probably start next week, and we'll be advertising for that really hard in August and September. We'll start installing the middle of October, end of October, install all the way through October, November, and the very first part of December, probably up to about the 10th is when we usually stop. So we got a busy couple months coming up. We have Equip right around the corner. We have LAL right around the corner. We have trades before all of that, which is in like 3 weeks. And so we're just hustling and bustling and have a lot to get done and wrapped up. But I'm excited. We got a good team lined up. We got good guys on staff, and we are just taking it one day at a time. And so if you are if you're in the grind and you're in the hustle and you're like, man, what do I do? I'm stuck in the field all day, every day. I'm in the office until 9, 10 p.m. I've been in that spot. Trust me, I understand. I'm still in that spot some days when we have call-outs and stuff, and it is what it is. Our call-outs are very few and far between, but it does happen. And when you're a team of small 3, 4, 5 guys, like one person calling out is a very, very big thing. It could throw off your entire day. And so we try to limit that, try to stay together on that front, and make sure that we know what the week has to hold and what's got to be done to achieve that. Our lead maintenance foreman will be out all of next week on vacation, and so I'll be back in the field mowing a good chunk next week. And luckily, most of the new yards that we brought over from this company that we took over for, they have come on this week right now. So we've got about 75 or 80 on the schedule this week. We'll have another, I don't know, probably 40 to 60 next week. I don't remember exactly. We just picked up a great new HOA, which is awesome. The common area is there. It's a new build, new subdivision. So hopefully we'll be able to be seen out there and get in that neighborhood as well. So hopefully potentially get in with those builders out there and just build some networks and relationships out there as well. So we got to mow. It'll be our first property with retention ponds, and I'm not looking forward to that too much, but we've only got to do it 3 times a year, so it could be worse. And I think we're going to be able to do it all with the zero turns, the sit down, and so I think it will be possible. But without any further ado, let's hop into today and what we want to talk about. I'm sitting here, and I will give credit where credit's due. I won't try to steal it all. This is something that it's a version. And we're going to talk about a couple of specific things, but I've got the Green Industry Pros magazine here in front of me, and it's the edition for, I don't know what, it's the May-June edition. And the cover here is women in the green industry, talking about that. But then you get in here and start to flipping, and we got some good articles in here. I want to just run through here and talk about some topics. And you ask where you give him credit to. I'm giving credit to the man himself, Mr. Allman. He has done some industry news shows with some magazines and stuff before, so I don't want anybody thinking that I'm stealing his thunder, because I'm not. He did it. Well, if you want to say if you want to use well as your word, then go for it. But now I'm just giving Caleb a hard time. But he's got some good stuff going on. Check out the Kid Contractor podcast. Everything that he and Brittany are putting out great content. Hardscape Academy, I think they have trainings in person this fall. So get in on some of those and potentially grow your hardscape company. You can go in person. Go to HQ there in Carroll, Ohio, and see your business change very quickly. Just pay $1,000, go for a 2-day course, and you can learn a lot about hardscaping. But anyway, back to where I wanted to go today. This is the mower matchup article, and we got a Stihl zero turn here and a John Deere stand-on here, one of the new Q8s. I've not personally seen one of the Stihls out in the field yet. I've seen a couple people on Instagram have ran them. I haven't seen them near us at all. Interesting to see how they're going to hold up, if they're going to do it, if people are going to bite. But what this is the matchup of sit down versus stand on. And I don't know if we've done a whole show on this in the past. I don't think there's a better time to do it than right now, because if you listen to the last couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago show, we actually had an accident and talked about that on the show. We talked about rolling a mower, and I didn't go into extreme detail. I just wanted to kind of let you know it did happen that day, but didn't go too much into it. And today's show, I think I want to walk through and talk about the advantages and disadvantages of zero turns and stand-ons. Before we get into this, I do want to stop and say thank you to Brian and Entrepreneur Academy for partnering with us here on the show. They have helped us the last couple years and just supported the show. The show, it does cost money to produce the show, believe it or not. And so I appreciate Brian and everything he's done there. Putting in some great resources out there for the community with Entrepreneur Academy. So I know I said that very fast. Entrepreneur Academy, I think is the way you're supposed to say that. So check that out. The link is in the show notes today if you want to go see more or see what all is going on over there. Some great resources there for you to grow your company, contracts, all kinds of stuff there that you can go check out and use to grow your company. So, and not to be glossed over, the LAL 2024 tickets go on sale today, I believe. So you might not want to miss that. And actually, let me see. Let's just before we get going, let's call Mr. Fullerton and see if I'm right about that, because I want to fact check myself. And let's just see really quick. Real life. Let's see what he's doing here on an afternoon. All right, guys, we're going to see if we can get Brian on the show here live and see what's going on. I think who knows what he's doing right now, but let's see if we can get him here. It's probably going to, he usually keeps it on Do Not Disturb, and I usually hear Liz's voice greeting me. So let's see what we can do. Oh, it's actually going. Let's see here.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Wow, I didn't get greeted by Liz's voicemail finally. The Do Not Disturb is crazy.
I'm podcasting, man. We're trying to get a show ready for Wednesday and then Friday and then the next 200 years apparently that we do podcasting. When does it end, right? No,
I literally did. Sometimes I lay at night thinking about that. When do podcasts end? How long do you do it? Do you do it 10 years, 20 years? Does it ever end?
That's a great question, because I did it a couple years ago just because I had a lot to say that I didn't want to get censored on YouTube. And now like you're 3-4 years into this thing and you're like, well, it's kind of like watching Yellowstone or maybe back in the day Friends. You're like, you don't want the fun to end,
Literally.
So, but I don't know. I mean, between my show, your show, everybody else's show, I mean, there's 5,000 episodes of lawn care. How much is left on the table? You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
facts. Well, what's up, dude? I was sitting here talking about Launch Academy and what was going on, and I was like, you know what? I think there's some big stuff happening when the show releases today, and I was like, you know what? Let's just call and confirm and fact check that. But let me know, is there something big happening today?
Well, it depends what you think is big. I guess we'll throw that in there. I'm telling you guys that I'm pumped up about it. It's something that I look forward to every year, every fall for sure. Tickets are going to go on sale for our live event. It's called Launchpreneur Academy Live, 2024, 7 p.m. Eastern. So a lot of you guys are Central Time Zones. Make sure you guys put a reminder in your phone. And I say that for two reasons. One, to get your ticket, but two, we've got a limited amount of those masterclass tickets that are available this year. And those, I think last year we had 2 classes. One sold out in not even an hour. I think it was a half hour. And the other one sold out within a week. So it's going to be first come, first serve in that regard. But yeah, dude, our conference is coming back. Year number 6, ready to charge up everybody in the fall. It's going to be just such a great time, man. We're looking forward to it.
Well, this show is out here at 4 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. So are you sharing about speakers and stuff before tickets go on sale? What's happening? Is there anything else you can give us? Any other teases?
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you guys a first look, first listen. Long story short, here's the whole macro. If you guys don't know, the conference really stemmed from the podcast, the YouTube channel. A lot of folks just want to build community and get the network and hang out. I know myself, Jeremiah, like I learn more just from casual conversations, maybe at a conference or a networking event, than sometimes almost anywhere else. You can literally ask pointed questions and say, hey man, how do you charge for this? Or what are you doing for credit card on file? Or what are you guys getting per mulch or landscape install and all this other mess? And so a long story short, a couple of years ago, we put together a conference. I didn't think it would turn into what it is today. It's a little bit more of a show, a little bit more of a production, way more orchestrated. But back then, we picked the date on the calendar, rented out a conference center, and made tickets for like $100 or whatever it was. Today, it's a little bit more of a show. I'm telling you what, like I'm always inspired by the Breakthrough Academy guys, the Grow Group, Stanford, McFarland, whatever those guys. All these great guys that have professional training and education, and we've really tried to elevate our presence out there and really bring in some of the best of the best. Not to give you guys a whole pitch here, but I'm telling you, this conference, I'm most excited about putting more intentional thought into the topics and the messaging to help you guys grow from a smaller, medium company to a medium, larger size company. And of course, all revenues are relative, but we're putting more intentional thought, myself and all the speakers, for real, than ever before. And I know that because I've gotten the game plan from Mark Bradley. I've gotten the game plan from Sam Gamble. and so many other great folks that I've just been able to befriend the last 24 to 36 months. And, instead of just everybody, 6 speakers, 7, 8 speakers, all talking about leadership or a positive attitude, we're really going to dial in topics. So the talks will get more specific, Jeremiah, as we go, as we get a group conference call with the speakers and we dial that in. Again, we've never done that before. Usually, you get these big dog guests in, right? And I'm not going to tell Sam Gamble what to say. I'll give him some ideas.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't work that way. You don't get Mark Bradley on line 2, who ran a $50 million landscape company and runs LMN. And you're like, hey, Mark, I want you to talk about, how to price a cubic foot of mulch. Okay, like, first off, waste of time for him. Talk about, like, just bottlenecking and handcuffing that dude. But, like, at the same point, I never really gave these guys strong topics because I just respected them so much. And frankly, they've all delivered. It's always been a home run. But here's the deal. This year, we're going to give you guys a game plan. We're going to give you guys a roadmap. We're going to have each person talking about individual topics with a macro picture. And that way, nobody overlaps. There's no wasted time. There's no repeat topics. Everybody's always going to talk about leadership in some regard because, as John Maxwell says, everything rises and falls in leadership. But it's going to be this guy being able to talk for 30, 45 minutes versus 20, 25 minutes. So more time, less speakers, more thoughtful events. I'm just looking forward to it. Last year, I don't even know. I think we had about 375, 400 there. With speaker sponsors, there's definitely more than 400 folks. Folks, I'm telling you, like, anything we can do to help you grow, a topic, a question, a theme, an idea, if you have it, bring it. We'll cover it there. It's going to be in Novi, Michigan, November 2nd. Tickets are $249 for early bird. Mid-September, we're going to raise those to $297, so you're saving $50 now. Hotels will go live at 7 p.m. You'll get the registration link for the hotel after you buy your ticket, so nobody's buying a ticket first, or buying a hotel room first and buying a ticket later. We had 50 hotel rooms going about an hour and a half last year. Legit, folks, this is a big deal. It's a lot of fun, and we would be so honored to have you guys there. I can't wait to take what we've all learned from 2024, refine it, learn from some of the best, implement those changes during the fall, winter, and line yourself up for tremendous success in 2025. I really, really do believe that, Jeremiah.
I love it, dude. I'm excited to be there. It's the last weekend of October, first weekend of November, right?
Correct. For all of you hunters, you should be good to go. Usually that weekend, it's not open season yet for bow or gun or whatever. So I don't hunt, but I know all my hunting friends. I always get another dozen guys that would come, but they're all
out in the woods.
They're all dressed in camo and smell like deer piss. But anyway, so they could be there. I don't know if we see them, but we definitely smell them if they're at LAL. But if you're a hunter and you've never made it for the last 4 or 5 years, because it's always in the second week of November, no excuses. You can make it. For any of you guys transitioning from mowing to cleanups, we all know that first couple of days of November, it's kind of a transition week. Listen, you can come on up. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by making $750 doing leaves or last-minute pine straw install. Folks, we're going to have multi-millionaire business owners here. You owe it to yourself. You've been pouring it out for 9 months at this point, Jeremiah, 10 months. Like, for the love of God, invest $250 in a ticket, a couple $100 in a hotel. You can do the whole thing for $1,000 or less. It's 100% worth your time. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be just an incredible opportunity. Novi, Michigan, November 2nd. Yes, sir. All day Saturday. Friday night, we'll have a little mixer and hangout sesh. It's going to be good. Big networking night. Sunday morning is the master classes. It's going to just be a barn burner, brother.
I love it, dude. I can't wait. It's going to be a great time. We've been to the last couple ones, and it's been never let you down by any stretch of the imagination. So y'all go to launchthroughacademy.com and get your tickets as soon as they go on sale tonight if you're listening live. If you're listening not Wednesday, well, you missed out. That's your own fault. You should listen live. So, and if you're looking for a decent show to go listen to after this one, then you can head over to the Fullerton Unfiltered and check out whatever he's got going on over there.
I owe you some money or something like that, bro. I get it, man. Thanks for the plug. You know what I'm saying? I owe you a Starbucks or something at least at a minimum, right?
A frappe.
a great show to listen to. Mr. Producer can rip that, so we always have it on record, right? So, but in all seriousness, guys, I'm telling you, there's a lot of great conferences out there. I will personally put my money where my mouth is. If you don't like our conference, you come to me with a straight face at 6 p.m. on Saturday after you heard Jeff Joyner, Sam Gemble, Mark Bradley, Ken Deemer, who else we got? Some other great folks, of course. The whole lineup will be on the website. But if you come tell me that the folks at your table, the Friday night mixer before, the speakers all day, the panel all day, that we're going to have an up-and-coming panel. If you didn't get something out of the event that you thought was worth $250 that you could take home to your business, your family, your relationships, your attitude to help you become a better business owner and human being, I will 100% refund your money. Jeremiah, I've been putting that out day one since LEL 2019. 5 years, I don't know, we've probably had 1,500 people go through the mill. I've never had anybody come up to me and say this thing's a waste of time. So I pride myself in that. I'm a people pleaser. A lot of you guys know, like, my personality type, it's a people pleaser. We want to, what do they say, Jeremiah? Like, under promise, over deliver.
Always.
So I'm telling you guys, like, if I can do anything to help make the event better, I'm impressionable. I hear you. We want to make it the people's event. But, for $1,000, let's say all in, I don't think there's anything better you can do with your time or money, especially this fall and into November. So we'd love to have you. I'm not going to oversell it or over-convince you, if you will. But I think it's worth a good look. And if you're in the Midwest, 5-6 hours, folks, is local. We've pulled people from Texas, Brazil. We've had folks from Washington State, Canada. All my Canucks come on down. It's awesome.
The country of Alabama represents.
Yeah, international countries like Alabama. Oh, my God. It's a good time. It's a good time. We'd love to have you guys there.
All right, well, guys, there you go. We will see you in Novi, Michigan, November the 2nd for Launchpad Academy. Go get your tickets today, and we'll see you in Novi.
Thanks, Jeremiah.
Stand-on mowers. I'm literally going to read this verbatim for what these say, and I want to kind of break them down to see, is this true? Is this right? Is this how? Because we field tested both of them, and I want to see if these are right and if this magazine is right. Green Industry Pros, if it's accurate. So, stand-on mowers. It's got applications here. It says hillside stand-on machines provide greater hillside stability, softer surfaces, smaller weight and footprint of a stand-on machine allow them to be more easily access wet, muddy, or sandier areas and small yards. The smaller width and versatility of stand-ons allow them to easily move around residential properties, especially those that require a lot of trimming and detail work. First three steps there, 100% accurate. I think that everything that was written in this article, and this article was written by Sarah Webb. Sarah did a good job writing that because it is very, very accurate. I have seen personally that stand-ons do good. I take that back. I don't know that I would use the word greater. I think stand-on machines provide great hillside stability. I don't know that they provide greater hillside stability than a commercial zero-turn because I have a 60-inch zero-turn, and I can take that thing on some crazy slopes as long as I keep my front tires facing uphill. You get them downhill, you're in trouble. And I've tried to put the stand on the Q8s that we have, and we have brand new Q8s, by the way, and so that's why another reason why I thought this was a good topic to kind of go over here for a fun Wednesday equipment talk show. The Q8s have been great. Literally no complaints so far, but what I'm saying here is I've put those on hills that I've mowed with my zero turn that they can't mow on. So I don't know that I would say the way they have a greater hillside stability, but they do have good hillside stability. I think they're safer, and I don't know if she writes anything about that in this article, but they're safer on hillsides because if it does get away from you or it does try to flip, you just hop off of it. So there are applications where it's good, but I don't know that I would use the word greater. Smaller surfaces and small yards, they're great. Nimble, in and out very easily, especially if you got small, like a 36. We also, because I don't even know if we talked about that. So our mower setup has changed. Our mower setup greatly changed in the last 2 months. We were running a Z930 60, a Z930 54. We now have a Z930 60 that I held on to. We have a Q800 60 and a Q800 54. And the 800 60-inch deck is an EFI. The 54 is a carbureted engine. Love the FI. We tend to use the 54 more because it fits our small yards better, but we have to have a 60 because we have some big properties. And so we still have to have that in our fleet. But that's what we got. We also added a 36-inch John Deere stand-on. So I love that we were able to pick that unit up at a really, really good price and keep us green. We got all John Deere mowers, and so I'm thankful for that. We have an Exmark 30-inch push mower. We have a couple places we have to push mow, but not very many. And so it's really cool to see how we are growing in that area and how we are just like getting away from push mowing, which is great. 36 inch has been awesome. We got that when we bought the company. We didn't buy a company. I don't know why. I don't want you to think I bought it. We didn't buy employees. We didn't buy. That's the only piece of equipment we bought. We took over customers. We acquired customers from a company that quit doing it, and so that's what we did. And that along with that purchase came the stand-on mower. So we got that done, and it's been a great addition so far. Really sped up our production. We've been able to add another 50 yards to our route without really adding. We're having to add about a 2-day week crew right now. I need to split off about 2 days a week to knock out these properties in addition to our normal route, but we don't have a full route yet, and so that 36 inches made a big difference. But anyway, that's a whole different topic for a whole other day. Sticking equipment talk here, mowers. It has been really cool to see that, and so that's what our mower setup is. That's what we're looking at. And it has been, they're very nimble. They're easy to get in and out of properties, so there is truth to all of that. Advantages, good sight lines. Operators can easily see the corners of the machine and the edges of the deck while cutting around obstacles. Very, very true. I love being able to be above everything. There's no need to be running over, there's no excuse for running over trash, hitting anything anymore. You can see everything all around you, and it's so nice to see. I honestly have seen, it's honestly kind of comfortable riding them too. I didn't know how I was going to like standing versus sitting all day because sitting's pretty comfortable, right? And standing is good though. The platform, the deck, I guess just the platform is the best word for it. Where you stand is very good. There's good springs in there, so you're not getting beat to death all day. It absorbs contact very well. Smaller sizes on them, yeah, you can go down to a 36 to fit in the gates, which is great. Smaller weight, there is truth to that as well. I've not seen us trying to rut up and leave lines in the yard like we do on a zero turn, so there is truth to that. It's something that I think there's value there because when you get in these tight neighborhoods, you can only cut the yard so many ways, and when you have a large unit like a zero turn, you're putting 1,000-pound, 1,200-pound machine down on a residential lawn, it adds up. And so you start seeing lines and dead spots and dead streaks and stuff over time. So there's definitely truth to that. And you can get in and out of tight spaces a lot easier. Without that, having that massive motor on the back, you lose a lot of just bulkiness of the machine. They're very they're just slim and sleek, I think is the word that I would use for them. And so they've been good. We can fit more in our box truck now, too. We can fit a 30-inch push mower, 2 stand-ons, those 60 and 54, and the 36 all in the box truck, in a 16-foot box truck, which is great. So they do allow you to be able to put more stuff and fill your trailer better. So comfort, yeah, I hadn't even read that yet, but that's the next thing. Many operators find it more comfortable to stand on the machine rather than sit down. Bumps in the terrain are better absorbed on the full body instead of only the lower back. Facts. We mowed our big commercial the other day, and it's craziness. It's bumps, it's potholes, it's rocks, it's all of it, and it was not near the just wear and tear on my body that you feel on a zero turn. You hit a zero turn going 8 miles an hour, and you hit a hole. You're going to feel it. One, it's going to try to throw you off, and 2, your back is going to be messed up. So that's good. The on and off. This I think is up there. There's safety, and there's this right here. The easy on and off. There's no excuse to hit stuff anymore, right? Because of visibility. There's also zero excuse for not picking up trash. I've mowed for 6 years on a zero turn. I know how annoying it is to stop, put the emergency brake on, pull the handles to the sides, stand up, get off, get the trash, get back on, put the emergency brake down, pull the handles together, and go. That's a 30-second process. It is. It adds up, especially when there's a lot of trash. With a stand-on, as long as the blades are not engaged, at least with our models, you can just hop on and off. You don't have to put an emergency brake. You don't have to do there's no handles to move. You just hop on and hop off. And so it's been so nice being able to just stop and get trash. You can get trash so much quicker, be so much more efficient and effective. And so there is truth to that. And it's also nice because I've done it for 6 years. I know how annoying it is. Have I missed trash? Have I gone around trash? Have I run over trash? Come on, let's be transparent here. In the 6 years of mowing, at some point, because I didn't want to get up, 1,000,000%. So my guys are human. They do that too, the same way that I feel that. Just because I'm not in the field every day doesn't mean they don't feel the stuff that I felt at one point. They still feel that too. And so by them having stand-on units, it allows me to say, look, guys, there's no reason for you to be running over trash or leaving trash anymore. It's just not a thing. It's another step of laziness at this point. Like, it's one step to not get off the zero turn. Like I said, I understand it. I've done it. I'm human. Now that you got this, there's no excuse. So easy on and off. I love that. Safety, I think, would be my last thing to come back to is safety. If you missed that show a couple weeks ago, we were loading one of the mowers, and the box truck was parked uphill, so the nose was uphill, the dovetail was downhill, and we should have had the truck reversed to where the nose was downhill and the dovetail was uphill, so you're not putting it on an incline but a decline. Well, we didn't have that. An inexperienced user was loading it, and I think he tried to ride it up there where he should have been walking it, because those stand-on mowers, they pop up a little bit even when you're not standing on it and you're going up a vertical, steep slope like that. Well, I'm pretty sure he rode it, and all 250 pounds of him popped it up on top of the vertical, and so it just pulled it backwards. And I'm sure in the moment, again, I wasn't there. In the moment, I've had it happen, probably got jerky and jerked the handles and just caused it to go ahead and roll back. And so that thing rolled completely over upside down. And we were able to roll it over pretty quickly. None of the oil drained out. Nothing seems to have happened. We've been running that thing wide open for the last 2 weeks, and it's been totally fine. So a few scratches on the handlebars and stuff, but other than that, it's been great. And that's a huge, encouraging thing to see that stuff is built well still. It's John Deere. Everything that I've ever had has been John Deere that I've purchased mower-wise, and it's just always built like a tank. Like, they're not built to break. I have rammed them into stuff. We've run over crazy size stuff. Like, they just don't break. And so it was honestly a blessing to see that we are getting good equipment that's going to last us a long term. And it's also great to see that we can be safe with them. Even when an accident like that happens, there's a safety, there's an out. And so he was able to just step off to the side, let that thing roll, and it is what it is. We can replace the equipment at the end of the day. We can't replace him. And so that would be my take on stand-ons. Well, that's just stand-ons. Flip over here to sit-downs, and man, that's on the page on sit-downs. There is validity to sit-down. Let's see here what we got. Applications. Properties that include mowing straight lines back and forth for extended periods of time. Yep. Larger suburban and rural properties. Yep. Properties that are not broken up by landscape beds, paths, medians, etc. 100%. I would agree. If you're just mowing wide open flat areas and you're not going to be doing up and down steep terrains, not a lot of bumps or anything like that, then I would say yes, a zero turn would be better. Again, we've used them for 6 years. We've grown our company with them. We've done it on small properties, big properties, everything in between. They are better suited for a large property, because if you are mowing 10 acres, that's the time you want to sit down. You don't want to stand up that entire time. So they do have their advantages there. Advantages. Large deck size, you can get much bigger decks for those. You can get 72, 144. Their tanks are larger, the fuel tank. That is very true. These quick tracks run out of fuel much faster than the zero turns did. And so that's something to take into consideration. If you have more rural routes, you may not be near a gas station or something, then consider that as well. But remember, with those bigger gas tanks comes more weight on the units. And so You got to think about that as well. Efficiency, these machines cover more ground in less time, leading to increased efficiency and allow landscape professionals to expand their portfolio to take on larger projects without sacrificing quality. Very true. Very, very true. Larger machines mean maintenance teams have easier access to service items. I don't know that I agree with that one either. Let's see. What was her name? Sarah? Was that her name? Sarah Webb. You've done a good job on this article. But I will say that I don't think that servicing the machine is easier at all. I think that the stand-on units, much more easy access. Everything's right there in front. The back panel, the whole back of the machine essentially comes off. And so you can get in there and get to anything you need. It is, I would not agree with that statement. I would say that the stand-ons are much easier to service. Ride-ons can be more available in different specification packages, allowing operators to find the right fit for their needs. That may be true to that. I don't know. Let's see. Workhorse machine. Ride-ons feature a powerful engine and large size to help landscape pros complete properties quickly and efficiently without sacrificing the quality of cut. So, yeah, there is some truth to that. I think my biggest two things that I would push back on is the serviceability for the zero turns, the sit-downs. I don't know that I would say that's better. And then for the stand-ons, I would say I don't know that they do better on hills, but they do well on hills. So flip over here. It says both ergonomic features. Mowers are often equipped with premium adjustable components that suit their operator's physique. So that is right. Like you can change things on the zero turn. You can change the weight for the air ride seat. You can move the seat front and back. At least on our units, you can. In the end, it comes down to what landscape pros are trying to accomplish and how much each machine best fits their needs. In fact, a well-balanced fleet may include a zero turn and a stand-on and a walk-behind. And so there is truth to that. And this is why I say all the time, what do I say? Communication starts with everything. That's kind of like my go-to, or everything starts with communication. I think my other thing would be that I've kind of coined and gone with is every situation is different. You have to apply it to yours. It's not what I'm doing might not work for you. What you're doing may not work for me. And that's okay. So make sure that you're not just trying to do a one-size-fits-all thing. Because just because I run zero turns doesn't mean you have to run zero turns, right? Over here at the end, here's a little ad for Curtis Cab. Curtis Cab sent a check to me here if you want to sponsor the show or give me one of these. I would love one of these. It's the cabs, the air-conditioned cabs. So these go on all the sit-downs. I see them on deer. You see them at Equip Expo usually is where you see them. You rarely see them in the field, but Equip Expo, you can always see them there. So this is a cool magazine. I don't really have time to flip through these much anymore. There's an article on Cress in here, which is cool to see. Let's see here. What's the headline of this article? Unleash the power of clean energy. Embrace the future, the clear benefits of battery-powered landscaping over gas. There is truth to this. I'm not going to lie. I have been, when it comes to an environmental impact, the statistics speak for themselves. According to California Resources Board, don't know if I'm going to listen to anything California puts out there, running a gas leaf blower for just 1 hour releases as much pollution into the air as driving a Toyota Camry a staggering 1,100 miles. With Crest Commercial, these harmful emissions become a thing of the past. By eliminating exhaust, Crest Commercial delivers clean power. There is truth to that, absolutely. I don't think the world's going to. I'm not a big global warming person. I don't think we're going to die because of emissions. I do think that where they're right is the fact that I don't want to breathe that in every day. There could be truth to that. I don't want to have that just going straight into me, coming out of the exhaust, going right 2 feet from what I'm breathing in. So there is some truth to that, and I will say, in using the Crest equipment in the last couple of weeks, it's been very nice. You press a button, you go. No exhaust, no cranking, no pulling of the cord, none of that stuff. It's just been great. If you get the backpack thing to get the battery on your back, it's a no-brainer for sure. So I'm super appreciative for the folks over at Crest and their team helping us out with getting us outfitted here, set up, and putting this stuff through the test. So it's been super cool. If you want to check out Crest, you can at what is Crest? I don't even know exactly what the website. Everybody's got their own URL and stuff. Everyone's is different. Like Equips is different. Some do .com, some do .org. It literally changes every single day. So for across the board here, let me see. What is Crest's what is their URL? I want to give you the exact URL, crest.com, www.crest.com. And so, see, simple. Why could everybody name you that simple? No, you don't need to do Crest equipment. You don't need to do Crest commercial. Crest.com. I love it. So this has been a cool publication. Hope you enjoyed it, kind of walking through that. What we really came down here was stand down versus sit down. What works for you? Make that up in your mind. When you do that, you're going to see your company grow. And don't get caught up so much on the brands. Don't get caught up so much on that stuff. Just like, hey, we're running this model. We're streamlining. We're scaling this model. Are you going to have access to them in the future? What is your dealer support like? Those are all things to take into consideration. The dealer support is huge. If you're not doing that, if you're not sticking to having a good dealer and a good team around you when stuff does break, then that will come back to bite you in the butt down the road. So I am supposed to be getting Mr. Fullerton on the show here, but he is actually recording a podcast at the same time that I am, believe it or not. So I wonder if we're talking about the same stuff. Shot him a text, and he's doing the same recording. So it is what it is. It's part of the life that we all live. It's part of the grind. It's very fun getting to grow friendships like this, friendships with each and every one of you. The podcast community as a whole, it's grown so much over the last couple of years. It's been something that we've built relationships that will last a lifetime off of. I hope that it's areas that you've learned from. We get a couple messages a week here, sometimes a couple a day, like, hey, listen to the show. I appreciate this, appreciate that, sharing this and that. I appreciate the guests you had on. And I'm that way with literally like everyone else's show, the shows that I consume and I listen to, because like Corey Ballard and Leroy Maines, like I've listened to the Green Grind since they started. I was blessed to be on their show. So if you want to go check out that show, it is available at the Green Grind podcast. We can go, I think we could go back to 2021 probably when they started that, maybe 2022 when they started that. And so it's been great for a lot of people out there. It's something that I think is cool because they're very real, honest, and open, and they're growing big businesses. It's something that a lot of guys need to go listen to because they don't BS you. They don't hide stuff from you. They don't they just tell you. Like Corey Ballard would literally tell you, we were running a multi-million-dollar company and we lost money one year. And if you think that that's not going to happen to you, and you think that you are just immune to that, then you got bigger problems there. You have a bigger issue. And so make sure that you are not getting caught up into that. Make sure that you're consuming good quality content. Is it going to be the most groundbreaking, life-changing show you've ever listened to every single show? Absolutely not. Sometimes we just come in here, we say, hey, let's chat it up, let's talk, let's share about our week, let's share about our struggles and our wins. Because if you don't do that, if you don't stay consistent in building community and growing your relationships, then you're going to come back and it's going to bite you down the road, because you're going to be lonely. First off, you're going to act like you're the only one doing it, that no one else is out there. When the truth is, everyone is out there. Everyone's doing the exact same thing. And we all want to be better together. Like that's a Luke Combs song, Better Together. Why can we not use each other to grow? That's literally what we should be doing. So I appreciate you tuning in the show today. I hope that you are crushing it this week. Have a great Independence Day. If you are going to Equip Expo, the registration is now $15 if you use code GG50. So get in today. I think that's a $3 increase from last year or the year before. Get in today for $15. It is worth $15 every single day of the week to go, to network, to see equipment, to hang out, to try stuff. If you're looking to really grow your company and add pieces of equipment, that's where it can come in handy as well. Get up there, demo some stuff, try it out, and you can see some real benefit from the show there in Louisville, Kentucky. You can use code GG50 to save you $15 today and get into the show. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for following on with us here, partnering with us here on the show. All of you that listen in, you're a partner because you are a part of our Growing Green podcast family, and we thank you very, very much for that. Leave us a big 5-star rating and review if you don't mind. Those help us grow the show so more people see it, and we grow the community just one relationship at a time. So without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.